Hey BookTube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching Books I'm Not Reading. And look who just wandered in. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Put my tea down for a second. You gonna say hi to everyone? What are you doing? You gonna come up? Come here. Come on. Yeah, do you see that kitty in the screen? Come on. Kelly, thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Please feel free to say hi in the comment section down below. And introduce yourself. I'd love to hear what you're reading, what kind of books you enjoy. You can leave an emoji if you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, or give this video a thumbs up. I am here today to talk to you guys about my reading for the last week, and it's been exhilarating. It's been so exciting. So first of all, I did finish a book. An Act of Villainy by Ashley Weaver. This is the 5th book in the Amory Ames mystery series. And I was just talking to Sophie, hi Sophie, yesterday about this series. She and her husband, I hope it's okay that I share this, Sophie, I'm sorry. They actually read books out loud together, which I think is fantastic. And so I guess they've been reading a mystery series that they haven't really enjoyed. And so we were talking about series, and this is a series that I read, but I really space out the books because frankly, like they're very similar. I like it. I like the formula that Ashley Weaver has created with these books. There's this great relationship between Amory and her husband Milo, and they just are just so like witty and sharp with each other, and there's all this banter, and you know, definitely early on in this series there's a lot of like trust issues, but there is kind of a formula, you know, and Amory and her husband Milo are of course incredibly rich. They live in London in the 30s, and this just have this very lavish lifestyle. So they're super fun. I really enjoy them. Again, I read this for March Mystery Madness. Yay, finally. I figured out a way to participate, and so I enjoyed this. It was, like I said, it was a lot of fun. But I'm done with it now, and I can take it back to the library. I think there's 2 more books left in that series, and then Ashley Weaver has started another series. And if you've read the first, I think there's only 2 books in that series, but if you've read the new series or started it, like, let me know what you think of it. I'd be curious to try that out. So next thing is my March of the Mammoths book. So I have been reading Dombey and Son with by Charles Dickens with Joe Smith, and this has just been, I mean, I'm a bit speechless actually. Like part of me keeps expecting like something to really drop off. I never hear people talking about Dombey and Son when it comes to Dickens. And I know there's a lot of people on BookTube who don't really like Dickens. I don't understand that, but this is just an incredible read. I am just absolutely gripped by this. For me, and I realize a lot of you guys read so much faster, but one weekday, okay, a weekday, so when I go to work, I come home and I have to exercise and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I read 63 pages in this book on a weekday. So that's a very, very compelling, that it's just really hard to put this book down, to let this book out of my grasp. So I am ahead of where I expected to be at this point in March. So I'm feeling very, very confident that this will be done before the end of March, which will be maybe a first, I don't know. But yeah, I would love to hear from you if you've read Dombey and Son, what you thought. Please don't spoil anything. But I'm just absolutely loving this book. I feel like if it keeps on the path that it is, it will be in my top 5 favorite Dickens novels. I haven't read them all, of course, so there's always adjusting. The only book right now that I can think of that I've enjoyed more by Dickens has been Bleak House. So, okay. I also started a middle grade March book for middle grade March. This is The Witch of Blackbird Pond by Elizabeth George Speare. And this fills the prompt of an orphan and also a book that was published before I was born. This book won the Newbery, and it is about Catherine, but she's called Kit, and she is she grows up with her grandfather in Barbados, and then her grandfather dies, and she goes to find her aunt who's living in very, very early Connecticut. So I'm trying to remember the year. It's like 1687 is when this book starts, and Kit, our main character, is 16 years old. So I'm only about 50 pages into this, but again, I think I should be able to finish this weekend. And I also started reading for the Irish Readathon The Story of Lucy Gault by William Trevor. This is so good, you guys. It's so good. And it's such a... I read like the first sentence or two of the back of the book, but I just couldn't bring myself to read anymore because I was afraid it was going to be ruined. But one of the prompts for the Irish Readathon this year is it's the 100th anniversary of the creation of Ireland. I apologize if I'm not articulating that as well as I should. So one of the prompts for the Irish Readathon is to read a book that was either written in the 1920s or is set in the 1920s. And this book starts in early 1920s. It's really well written. I like the characters a lot. I'm intrigued by it. It's a little thing. And I am, how far into this am I? So I'm 91 pages into this. I probably could have read a lot more, but it feels like a book that should be read slowly. So I've just been reading little bits at a time. For the most part. So, but again, I think this weekend I might be able to finish this as well. So that would be super exciting. And if that happens, if I finish those books, that means I can start on my other March Mystery Madness book and my other Irish Readathon book. So my other March Mystery Madness book is Why Didn't They Ask Evans by Agatha Christie. And I got this in a little free library. I keep wanting to go back because it's a little free library that's very close to our house, and I keep wanting to walk over there to see if like maybe there's another Agatha Christie book in there. Anyway, I mean, it's a little beat up. The corner is missing or whatever, but I mean, it was, yeah. And like so many of you have responded and told me that you love this book. So that makes me really excited about that. The other book I could start is a second book for the Irish Readathon. And I just recently hauled this book, so I don't know how well you can see his name, but this is called Holding by Graham Norton. Graham Norton is an outlandish TV host in England, but he's Irish, and I think like in between seasons or at least recently, he's been writing books. So I think this one's called Holding. There's another one that's like either Keeping or The Keeper, something like that. So this was part of my eBay haul, and I was so excited to be able to get this book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I don't know that this necessarily fills a particular prompt for the Irish Readathon, except that it's by an Irish author. So I did also forget something else that I've been reading, which you will see on my channel over the course of the year. And here comes the cat again. So yeah, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Shakespeare. So I need to get caught up in this. I'm only a few days behind. So yes, I've been reading Shakespeare for every day of the year. Just so you know, this isn't like a summary of plays or anything like that. She sometimes, it's edited by, Allie, Esiri. So she sometimes goes by the day. So like St. Patrick's Day, the passage that is for that day includes a reference to St. Patrick that's in Hamlet. Sometimes it's about the seasons. There's just different things that she plays off of, like when a play premiered, allegedly, that kind of thing. So it's always there's always a different way that she's tying it to whatever day it is. But anyway, so this is of course just great fun, and but it is something you can't fall behind on. You can't just sit down and like read a whole month. Like it just some of its magic is lost that way, I think. So I would love to hear about what you are reading. How are your March events going? I am just so amazed, you guys, that I have been able to participate in 4 events this month. That is definitely a record for me. I'm not sure I would want to do that every year, but yeah, it's been so much fun to finally get to participate in March Mystery Madness and Middle Grade March, and I've participated. Blue, it's okay. Blue, you're okay. And I participated in the Irish Readathon before, but just on kind of a minimalist level. And this is still pretty minimalist, but I mean, I think one time it was kind of like a fluke that I was able to participate in the Irish Readathon. So anyway, again, love to hear what you're reading this weekend, what your plans are, and yeah, so share with me down in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll talk to you soon, BookTube. Bye.